cats, they can be man's best friend, especially if they save you from danger. Your life may depend on a cat's hair. The best heroic cats that save the lives of their owners are here. Those furry friends are capable of saving humans in the most inexplicable ways and are the ones taking the prize for real-life furry superheroes. Regardless of superstitions, these cats bring luck. Let's travel around the world in search of the most incredible and tender stories of feline pets that save their owner's life from disaster. And for some extra fun, find our mascot net hiding throughout the video. Putting the cat. One night, a diabetic woman suffered a seizure while sleeping. Hours later, she had adopted a cat with orange and white striped fur. The tender feline accompanied her, and with her inexplicable sixth sense, she noticed what was happening. The kitten quickly bit her owner's nails to wake her up. She also swatted her face. As a result, the woman woke up and tried to ask her son for help, but he was sleeping soundly. Then, Pudding jumped over and over on the bed to wake him up. He called the doctors and the woman was safe. For everyone, the great hero of the story was the little feline with a big and loving instinct who is now a fully trained therapeutic cat. Oscar, the cat who detects death. Homes for the elderly are not very cheerful. People are seated, there is not much noise or movement. Fun seems like a thing of the past. But what about a playful and quite cheerful pet? They can be the perfect spark that not only cheers up, but also helps. In the United States, a nursing home had a special resident, Oscar. This black and gray striped cat watches over the local elders. It has the ability to sense when one of them is going to pass away. As if Oscar had intuition written on a sheet of paper, at the precise moment, he jumps up and curls up on the bed next to the patient. Up to this date, this clever feline has not failed in any of his premonitions. What do you think Oscar can feel before the patients pass away? Winnie the Wonder Cat. Are there calls that save lives? Of course. Phone calls, a pat on the back, or a meow can make the difference between being in your room or 6 feet under. An entire family was saved by the bravery and cunning of a cat named Winnie. On a fateful night in 2007, this tabby cat started shoving her owner and meowing loudly. It was warning them of a gas leak caused by a malfunction of a water pump. She knew it from the smells of the gas. The woman was dizzy and disoriented, her son and husband unconscious. Fortunately, thanks to the bravery of Winnie, she was able to call the paramedics with her last strength. Eventually, the entire family was treated for poisoning, and the recovery was a success. So, the entire family was saved by a good nose. The cat who saves kittens. In 1996, a garage fire spawned a terrifying but beautiful story in New York City. At the scene, 5 kittens and their mother Scarlett witnessed a terrible fire. Amidst the flames, the brave mother decided to take out all her kittens one by one to take them to safety. Although wounded and scorched by the fire, she did not give up the rescue. Fortunately, the firefighters arrived at the scene and put out the fire. The feline family was treated at a veterinary clinic. After they recovered, they were adopted by human families and now sleep happily ever after and quite pampered. Simon. When you talk about rescues, you may think of a group of firefighters or rescuers. You can also imagine policemen. But what if the heroic operation is run by a house cat? In 1994, a black kitten with white spots was the winner of the applause. Aboard the well-known British Royal Navy HMS Amethyst, he showed his courage and commitment. Sailing through the marine territory of China, a tough battle arose. During the battle, some pieces of metal hit Simon, causing serious injuries. Although there was no hope, the kitten warrior returned to work even after ridding himself of a rat infestation. He shared his energy and brought joy to everyone on board. Sadly, his body could not bear the injuries, and Simon passed away. His little legs left their mark not only on the ground, but also on the hearts and memories of those who knew him. Duncan saves his best friend. Animals have their own instinct and character. You can educate them, but you definitely won't be able to mold their emotions like you mold a steak out of Play-Doh. So what leads them to give their own lives despite their instinct for self-preservation? One night in November, a man went to sleep after a very hectic day. The man was a boxer, but no matter how strong a person is, they are totally defenseless when they are asleep. Without knowing why, a ball of smoke began to fill his house. The man continued to sleep without knowing what was happening. Fortunately, Duncan, his little cat of 3.5 years, realized what was happening. He immediately tried to scratch his owner to wake him up. In the chaos, he ran away, and the man was not able to catch him. But yet, he was able to leave the place and drive away in his truck. Sadly, the kitten did not have the same luck. He was trapped in the flames and could not survive, but his memory sure does. Tara, the hero cat. Angels sometimes come dressed as cats. Yes, as you heard it, you may not have seen your furry feline wearing a different outfit than its stripes, but an extreme situation could lead you to meet his angel wings. That's exactly what a family in Bakersfield, California experienced. Their tabby cat with dark stripes between black and gray became a hero when saving one of the children of the family. In 2014, the little boy was playing with his bicycle in front of the house. Suddenly, a neighborhood dog came up, bit him on the leg, and dragged him away. The dog didn't look aggressive. It was a mix of a Labrador with Chow Chow. The kitty, Tara, ran and attacked the dog with her claws, and the dog fled. The child's mother was able to leave the house and help him. After the horrible incident, the boy recovered, and in addition to some small marks on his legs, there were immense traces of love in his heart. For her part, Tara now enjoys fame and recognition in newspapers and social networks. Mr. Boo. Communication between animals and humans really exists. Your dog or cat may not pick up the phone to call you, but a lick or a meow is more than enough to make them understand each other, right? In Ohio, a family was saved from dying of poisoning. The hero of this story is Boo. This black and white furry feline alerted the Kiskis that something was up. He meowed and meowed non-stop. As this was not usual, the family understood that something strange was happening. They decided to leave the home, and by doing so, they saved their lives. The family later discovered that the gas boiler in their basement was leaking carbon monoxide. If it had not been for this beautiful furry friend, this family would have not been able to tell the story. Fidge. It is not just babies that sleep in mommy's arms. Also, pets can feel happy and calm if they're close to the human family. A hug, caress, or kisses can be everything for them and for you. Fidge, a kitten with light and tender eyes, found a place resting on top of his mother. Fidge used to rub all over the woman with a purpose. He wanted to tell her about breast cancer. Fidge's strange habit made the woman uneasy until she decided to visit the doctor. When she did, she learned that she had a hidden mass resembling a small ball in her right breast. Fidge's weird behavior allowed the woman to find and receive medical attention in time and be safe. Finally, who knew there are cat hunches that humans do understand? Masha, who took care of an abandoned baby. Animals can be the best parents in the world. Their maternal instincts may surprise you. They can also have a strange instinct that humans do not have. Watch this. Better than any thermal blanket is your best friend's fur. In an apartment complex in Upspeak, Russia, lived a cat. Masha was actually a street cat, so to speak. All the inhabitants of the complex gave her food and looked after her. The cat with a thick and reddish hair slept in a cardboard box in one of the alleyways of the place. In January 2015, it was very cold, and the cat began to meow a lot. Masha did not want to leave the box, and thus attracted people's attentions. Everyone approached and noticed that under the cat was a small baby that was not even a year old. that baby was abandoned, but it was rescued by the best mother. The baby was able to receive help. But Masha was not left without recognition. She received goodies and lots of boxes to change rooms. The cat who saved a man from suicide. If you think of a police scene, it's not very common for you to imagine a cat in action. Is this real? Of course. In 2015, on the streets of San Francisco, California, was the setting of this real-life movie. A man was discovered with a stolen car. He tried to escape by entering a building and threatening to jump out of a third-floor window. The police tried to convince the man to turn himself in while his colleagues covered the floor with pillows. Faced with his refusal, the family brought the thief's cat to the scene. The miraculously furry orange-striped tabby managed to calm him down and get him out of the way. Ultimately, this crazy strategy worked, and the man was thrown in jail. After all, love saves and does justice. Brown, black, white, striped or not striped, cats are charming little beings who work miracles. If you have one at home, you can call him your best friend and perhaps rescuer. Their senses and hunches can go beyond the inexplicable and can give you the 9 lives of the cats too. So enjoy your beautiful feline and pay close attention to their gestures and attitudes. And just in case, it wouldn't hurt to practice a good scratch in order to thank your kitty for everything he or she does for you. Thank you for watching this video, and until next time! Remember to click the bell icon after you subscribe so you can get instant notifications of all our new videos.